In this video, I'm covering the last thing I did when lifting my P80 Volvo. After installing subframe spacers to correct the suspension and axle geometry, it stretched the rag joint on the steering shaft. This caused the steering to be tight when turning the wheel, and from my Google searching, it isn't uncommon when spacing a subframe or doing a body lift. For more common vehicles, there are solutions to this, but for a P80 Volvo, I was on my own. I did my best to measure the deflection of the rag joint while it was on the car, and the best idea that I could come up with was installing longer bushings to extend the joint. I ended up buying a spare steering column bracket so I could mess with this thing outside the car and get a better idea of how it worked before I disassembled everything on the car itself. And it would give me backup parts if I really messed something up. On the steering wheel side of the rag joint, there is a small bushing, the joint, and then a large bushing. On the rack side, there's a small bushing, the rag joint, and a nut. Back to that measurement I took, it seemed like all I needed was to replace one of the small bushings with a larger one, so I could either use one from the spare part I purchased, 3D print one, or buy one to extend the joint itself. This seemed like a pretty sound idea, and I was comfortable diving into the car. Just a quick warning before you start disconnecting your steering shaft. If you're doing this or any kind of work with the steering rack, you need to know that disconnecting the column and rotating the steering wheel a whole bunch can damage the clock spring. Don't ask me how I know, just take my word for it. I wasn't aware of this when doing the work, didn't think anything of it, and having the key in and the column unlocked also doesn't make a difference. Be careful when you're doing this, and if you get it all back together and your steering has a weird click and kind of feels like it's binding when you're turning, you need to take a look at the clock spring before you damage it and give yourself an SRS light. Now you may already be yelling at the screen about why my idea wouldn't work, but this was my first venture into steering shafts and rag joints, so I admittedly didn't really know what I was doing. After I disassembled everything and installed the larger bushings on the rack side of the joint, there was a ton of play. I'm talking steering feel like the shaft was made of a spaghetti noodle, and that was with the car off and the steering column locked. I didn't even try to drive it or turn the wheel with the car on. Staring at this thing with my head stuffed in the footwell was when I realized that my issue was the different size bushings on either side of the joint. If I put the same size bushings on the same side of the joint, that would move the piece of rubber to be flat again. So I took it all back apart, swapped the bushing side so that the short ones were on the rack side and the large ones were on the steering wheel side, and that did it. The rag joint was no longer stretched, and the steering felt like it did from before I did the subframe spacers. This was much more simple than my initial idea, and I felt much more comfortable with it since it was just rearranging stock parts instead of introducing new parts to something as critical as steering components. So if you decide to take lifting your P80 Volvo to the point of installing subframe spacers, I would also get in under the dash and rearrange your steering shaft rag joint bushings so that your steering can work and feel like it's supposed to. I've got a few different videos of everything I did when lifting my car. I'd encourage you to check them out if you're interested in doing the same. If you found this video because you're trying to find a solution after lifting a car that was never meant to be lifted, drop a comment. I'm curious to know if it helped you out. Feel free to leave any questions or comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody.